to all you beautiful souls, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you here for the first time, my name's Cheri. I'm an intuitive tarot reader. Today's reading is going to be a yes or no answer to whatever question you would like to ask. Please remember, this is a general reading. Lots of people asking lots of questions, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you're looking for a more personalized reading, I do offer private readings, thereby gift exchange, meaning I will do your reading for you as a gift. I ask that you respond with a monetary gift. Whatever amount you feel is appropriate will be perfect. That way my readings are affordable to everybody. If you'd like more information or to get on my schedule, please email me at terrysinspiredtarot@gmail.com and I'll get you whatever information you need or onto my schedule if that's what you desire. Now, looking at today's general yes or no reading, we are going to have reading number 1 with the Jasper, reading number 2 with the Morganite, reading number 3 with the Tiger's Eye, reading number 4 with the Selenite, and reading number 5 with the Topaz. Please select your reading intuitively. Your intuition is not going to lead you wrong. All right, I'm going to go ahead and jump into these readings now, so I will see you guys there. Hello to all you beautiful souls that selected reading number 1 with the Jasper. The properties of Jasper are stability, wholeness, and perseverance. Those things may have some bearing on your question, or they may just resonate with you in general. Now, let's take a look at your yes or no answer. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please answer clearly through the transparent tarot. Yes or no to the questions of group number 1. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to shuffle until the deck feels ready. Then I'll cut and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards. That will get us our yes or no answer. All right, that's good. We'll get this to hold the cards. All right, so we start with strength. Strength talks about you having the strength to overcome whatever challenge you face. Strength is built over time by facing challenges, and yours is not going to fail you when you need it. Next, we have justice. Justice talks about balance, finding fairness and balance in our life, a healthy work-life balance, keeping things nice and balanced, and treating ourselves as well as others in a very fair way. Next, we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands talks about you being in your authentic energy, stepping into who you really are, marching to your own drummer, being unapologetically you. Next, we have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups talks about celebrating, specifically having things to celebrate with friends, so something that's worth like an actual celebration. It also has a unity factor to it. It is very celebratory. And then topping everything off, we have Temperance, which again brings in the idea of balance. Temperance is a balance between passion and emotion, finding that healthy balance in your personal life and as well as your public life, but in your personal life so that you have both a connection to your passions as well as your emotional self. All right, now looking at this as a yes or no, this is all very positive. So it looks like the answer to your question is yes. I think balance has something to do with whatever you're talking about, at least for most of you. So you may have to bring yourself into balance first, but the answer to your question does appear to be yes. Now, let's take a look at your situations. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please show us the situations of group number 1. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so Ace of Swords, new ideas coming in, a new beginning that comes from you acting on these new ideas. King of Swords, there's some challenges. Now, the King of Swords can represent a person. If it does, the person's highly intelligent, very action-driven. They are very strategic in everything they do. And if it doesn't, then it represents a challenge you're facing. Since we started with strength, this may be a challenge that you're currently facing where you're having to kind of strategize your way through it. The Six of Swords, that talks about you moving forward, moving on. Typically, the Six of Swords, the swords are in the boat, but here they're in the water. So the swords being in the boat kind of represent you carrying emotional baggage forward, whereas them being in the water says that you've released a lot and you're ready to move forward. Knight of Coins, there is opportunity out in front of you. Now, it may be a little ways out. The Knight of Coins, typically very slow moving, but it's also an opportunity that continues to snowball over time. So it continues to grow and grow and grow as things progress. There is material opportunity that is coming in the not too distant future. Now, let's look at Oracle for everything. We're going to start with Angel Oracle. Angels for group number 1, please. Whatever's in their best benefit. Trust the flow. All right, so trust the universe, trust the flow. Let things go. Be ready to accept change. All of those things. Trusting the flow is not necessarily easy, but it is definitely necessary most of the time. Now, the King of Swords, please. You and your loved ones are safe. So whatever this challenge is that you're facing that takes so much strategy and care and whatnot, you and your loved ones are safe. There's not anything that's going to be harmful to you in these challenges. You guys overcome. Now, let's see the Six of Swords. What is there to add to the Six of Swords here? Wisdom. So you are moving forward, letting go of what needs to be released, moving forward, kind of stepping into your wisdom. Wisdom is knowledge through experience, and you have had enough experience to let go of the past and move into the future, expecting better things. Knight of Coins. The Void, this is the very, very beginning of whatever this is. So you're just getting started on this opportunity. It may not seem overly significant right now, but it will grow with time. So it does get better and better. Now, let's see the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Swords is, it kind of represents new ideas, new thoughts, new things coming in that require your action to start. Prosperity, whatever this new thing coming in, whatever this new start is, it brings in prosperity. I feel like it's this, whatever it is that you're starting in your career or work realm, it is going to, it's going to move slowly, but it is going to continue to grow in its capacity to produce abundance. All right, and you get reconciliation for your transparent tarot, which was a yes to whatever question you asked. So reconciliation may have something to do with your question or your answer, but your answer does appear to be yes. All right, that is all I have for reading number 1. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye. Hello to all you beautiful souls that selected reading number 2 with the Morganite. The properties of Morganite are compassion, renewal, and love. Those things may have some bearing on your question, or they may just resonate with you in general. Now, let's start by looking at your yes or no answer. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please answer clearly through the transparent tarot, yes or no, to the questions of group number 2. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to shuffle until the deck feels ready. Then I will cut and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards. That will get us our yes or no answer. All right, we'll get this to hold the cards. Okay, we start with the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups talks about emotional maturity, being able to make deeper emotional connections, being able to process deeper emotions, not just hiding from your emotions, but actually processing them. And the Queen of Cups can represent a person, could be your energy or someone you're dealing with, or just the idea of that deep connection coming in. Next, we have Justice. Justice talks about balance and fairness, keeping things nice and balanced, keeping things fair. Next, we have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords talks about getting some rest, taking care of yourself, taking care of your body, really making sure that you're doing what you need to take good care of you. Next, we have the Chariot. The Chariot talks about moving forward through your strength, your drive, your determination. And there's no movement here, so I feel like maybe there's a blockage keeping things from moving forward. Maybe you need to take care of yourself or process some stuff to be able to move forward in a balanced way. Next, we have the Ten of Cups. The Ten of Cups talks about peaceful, happy home life, having a very peaceful energy to go home to with the people you live with. Whether you're in a romantic relationship or not, it's a very peaceful energy at home. It can also represent moving. And then topping everything off, we have the King of Cups. The King of Cups talks about love, true, genuine, real love. It lays out pretty interesting because you have Justice underneath the horses, so and each horse kind of almost looks like it's eating out of the scales of justice. And then we started with the Queen of Cups and ended with the King of Cups, so it's an emotional depth and topped off with, you know, real, true, compassion-based love, whether it's romantic or not. All right, so now looking at this as a yes or no, everything here is pretty positive. I feel like there may be a blockage that could be resolved with processing some emotion or finding balance or taking some rest. So there may be a blockage keeping you from moving forward, but the answer to your question does appear to be yes. So once you clear the blockage, things should start moving again. Now, let's take a look at your situations. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please show us the situations of group number 2. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we start with the King of Wands. The King of Wands is very passionate energy. It can represent a person. If it does, their energy is passion. Could be you, someone you're dealing with. It also has the idea of if you put energy into your creative passion, you're going to attract people with your energy. So if there is something creative you've been wanting to jump into, it is time to do it. It's time to start. Temperance, again, the idea of balance. Temperance is emotion, passion balance, but it is still the idea of finding that balance. I feel like balance is very significant for you guys. The Star talks about healing and a gift from the divine. And the Two of Coins. The Two of Coins talks about making decisions with regards to your money. For some of you, it may be walking the financial tightrope. You can see that he's walking on a tightrope there. Trying to figure out how you're going to make ends meet. We're going to get Oracle and see how that's going to clear up. All right, let's start Oracle off with Angel Oracle. Angels, for group number 2, please. Whatever's in their best benefit. Step into the light. All right, so step forward into the light. Step into your light, the universal light. Bring that light energy forward with yourself. Now, let's see the Two of Coins with Moonology. What is there to add to the Two of Coins here, please? Show the world the real you. Okay, so with regards to making decisions about money or struggling with money in some way, showing the world the real you is going to be helpful to you in some way. So letting people see who you are, letting people see your energy is going to help kind of open the abundance doors for you. Now, let's see Queen of the Moon, and we're going to start with Temperance. What is there to add to this balance in Temperance, please? Thank you, thank you. Pleasure. All right. It's interesting, like she's got like pink and blue, and they've got the pink and blue, and they're reversed. And they're both facing different ways as well. Pleasure comes in with balance for sure. Pleasure is something that needs to be in your life. So make sure that you are incorporating things you enjoy, incorporating time to just enjoy life. Like she looks blissful. And this is important for balance as well. It can't be all work all the time. King of Wands. Power. All right, your power resides in whatever that project is. Whether you you make music, or you write, or you make art, or you sew, or whatever. Like I can't list all the things that people could do that are creative, but whatever it is that's calling you, wherever your passions lie, that's where your power lies. So definitely open the door to that, and people are going to be attracted to that energy. Now let's see the star. What is there for the star here for group number 2? Talent. Okay. Beautiful things coming in with your talent. Like this all kind of seems like it's saying, hey, whatever it is that you do, whatever it is you're passionate about, you need to do that. You need to show the world who you are. Use your talents to draw in beautiful things and healing from the universe. You are going to have a powerful presence when people see the passion you put into your work. And you can balance out some things by just enjoying yourself. So passion is going to be the key to your answer as you move forward. Now, your question, regardless of whether it was about money or work or love or whatever, it looks like the answer to your question is yes, and it's clarified by finding. So the answer to your question is yes, and finding may have something to do with it. All right, that is all I have for reading number 2. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye. Hello to all you beautiful souls that selected reading number 3 with the Tiger's Eye. The properties of Tiger's Eye are confidence, fearlessness, and daring. Those things may have some bearing on your question, or they may just resonate with you in general. Now, let's take a look at your yes or no answer. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please answer clearly through the transparent tarot, yes or no, to the questions of group number 3. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to shuffle until the deck feels ready. Then I'll cut and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards. That will get us our yes or no answer. All right, that's good. We'll get this to hold the cards. Okay. We start with the 8 of Wands. The 8 of Wands talks about situations moving very, very quickly. And it also talks about spirit guide messages coming in really, really fast. Next, we have the King of Wands. The King of Wands can talk about a person. If it does, that person's energy is passion. It's their driving force. It could be you or someone in your situation. This King of Wands can also talk about you following a creative passion and people being drawn to that energy. Next, we have the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles talks about a new beginning in the material realm, a new beginning that brings in a material abundance, that brings in some sort of something in the material realm. It is normally very positive though, and it's something starting. Next, we have the Sun. The Sun talks about positivity and growth. I feel like your new beginning is going to be in your creativity. It's going to be within your passion realm. And it's going to be very significant. Lots of growth, lots of positivity. Topping everything off, we have the 3 of Wands, which talks about good news on the horizon, good news coming in, and it even has some travel aspects to it. All right, so looking at this as a yes or no, this is a pretty solid yes to whatever you asked tarot. Lots of passion energy with all those wands, but the answer appears to be a pretty solid yes. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please show us the situations of group number 3. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, 9 of Coins. That talks about treating yourself to a little bit of luxury to bring in that abundance you're desiring to manifest. We got the Devil. The Devil can talk about stuck energy, addiction, love triangles. Basically, it's like feeling stuck because you've got some energy in your realm that doesn't need to be there. We'll get Oracle. We'll see how you break out of it. Four of Coins. That talks about having stable material situations and needing to not cling to your money. Let that money flow in and out like it needs to. If you cling to it and worry about it, you're going to create an abundance blockage. And the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is about falling in love. It is passion meets emotion and a whirlwind. It can be a very overwhelming energy. You've got a lot of wand energy here too. It can be very overwhelming, but it is also very beneficial and exciting and all the things. Now, let's get Oracle for everything. Angels, for group number 3, please. Be accommodating. Look at all the gold in that card. Gold represents joy. The universe is trying to bring joy into your realm, positivity, happiness. And you're being asked to be accommodating, to kind of work with the universe so that you can move forward. Now, breaking the stuck energy in the devil is going to be part of that being accommodating. Let's see what there is to add to the devil here. Balance spirituality and practicality. All right, so whatever this represents for you, whether you have an addiction, whether it's a big addiction or a little addiction, whatever it is, you got to deal with it. You know, you got to deal with it. And you need a spiritual side and a practical side. So if you need help, reach out and get help, however that looks for you. If you need someone to talk to, reach out to a friend or a professional, get someone to talk to. This energy has to be broken up, and it needs both spiritual and practical action for it to do so. When you clear this, everything is going to just kind of start falling into place. So whatever this is, and it doesn't have to be like your typical addiction. It could be, you know, an addiction to sugar. It could be an addiction to social media. It could be that you give your energy to people that are toxic. You know, there's lots of different ways to look at this. But whatever this is, whatever's keeping you stuck, whatever you thought of when you first saw it and you were like, oh no, it's about fill in the blank. Yeah, that's exactly what it's about. And you need to balance spirituality and practicality, which means you need both aspects coming together to release your energy. Once you do, it's going to be fabulous. So it's worth your time. Now, let's see Queen of the Moon. We're going to look at the Nine of Coins. What is there to add to the Nine of Coins here, please, for group number 3? Surrender. Okay. So the Nine of Coins talks about treating yourself to luxury, like giving yourself a little something extra to bring in your abundance. But then you also have to surrender to the universe and let the universe bring in what it is that you desire. Now, Four of Coins, the masculine. The masculine talks about action energy. It talks about being in your power. The Four of Coins says you have stable foundations, but I feel like a lot of you are clinging to it or worrying about it. There's action needed to release that. You've got to let go. Let the money flow in, let the money flow out. Don't worry about it. And I'm not saying don't save your money or don't spend wisely. All of that is good. But you know what I mean. If you're worried about it, if you're, you spend time fretting, well, how are we going to get through this imaginary scenario that hasn't even happened yet? Okay, you don't need to do that. You're good. You just don't worry about things that don't need to be worried about. Take action where action is needed and let the worrying stop. Now, Knight of Wands, which talks about falling in love. It is passion, emotion. It is very overwhelming sometimes. Justice, find balance. So if you feel overwhelmed, and this doesn't have to be falling in love with a person. This could be falling in love with your calling, with whatever passion you're stepping into that starts that new material beginning. You have to find balance. So don't let your passions override your good sense. Don't let your need for control completely to douse your passions. Find that balance. Treat yourself in a fair way and find the balance for you to move forward. The Transparent Tarot, which was a solid yes to whatever you asked, you get fertility. So the answer to your question is yes. And fertility may have something to do with it. All right, that is all I have for reading number 3. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye. Hello to all you beautiful souls that selected reading number 4 with the selenite. The properties of selenite are cleanliness, light, and peace. Those things may have some bearing on your question, or they may just resonate with you in general. Now, let's take a look at your yes or no answer. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please answer clearly through the transparent tarot, yes or no, to the questions of group number 4. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to shuffle until the deck feels ready. Then I'll cut and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards. That will get us our yes or no answer. All right, we'll get this to hold the cards. Okay, we start with the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands talks about a passionate start, a passionate beginning. Your passion's kind of flaring to life to start things off. Then we have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups talks about looking at your losses. Looks like those cups like poured out on that fire too. Yeah, it's looking at your losses instead of looking at what you have to be thankful for. To break up Five of Cups energy, you can, shift your focus to gratitude, and it'll help break that up. But right now there's a focus on loss in some way. And then topping everything off, we have the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords talks about heartbreak, feeling heartbroken. Again, we have it interacting with that passionate beginning. That person looks like they're inside the fire, but they're like, they're coming to harm, And that's a very heartbroken energy the Three of Swords represents. It is, feeling heartbroken to the point of just, devastation sometimes. So very heavy energy going in there. All right, looking at this as a yes or no, this is a pretty clear no to whatever you asked. Now, let's take a look at your situations. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors. For group number 4, please bring forward their situations. Thank you, thank you. All right, Death, that talks about the end of something for the start of something new. Judgment, that is a second chance. So a second chance coming in that's significant. Ace of Swords, that's a beginning where new ideas come in, and you take those new ideas that are provided to you by the universe, and you start a completely new beginning with them. And then the Five of Coins. The Five of Coins talks about fear with regards to material things, or it could be fear of loneliness. We're going to get Oracle, see how you deal with it. You guys are clearly going through a lot right now. Let's start with Angel Oracle. Angels, for group number 4, whatever is in their best benefit. Thank you, thank you. Cooperate. All right, so you're being asked to cooperate with the universe. You have to let things go. You have to let things flow, and that's not easy to do. But it's time. Now, the Five of Coins typically represents fear with regards to money, fear of lack, fear of poverty. It can represent fear of loneliness. Let's see what there is to add to the Five of Coins. Work through your fears. Okay, so whether it's fear with money or fear with loneliness, you've got to work through those fears, and they seem significant for you. They really do. All right, so we're also going to do Ace of Swords with Moonology. What is there for the Ace of Swords? Have faith in your dreams. Okay, so whatever it is that you dream of starting, these ideas that have been coming to you throughout your life, where like you're an accountant, but you have the dream of, sailing the seas or so. I mean, I'm just coming up with things, but you know what I mean? Like it's just like a complete change. Have faith in those dreams. You've been dreaming of whatever that is for a long time for a reason, because it's part of your future. You can make this start. It can happen. But first you got to release the fear, and you got to believe that you're capable of making that start, okay? And it's not easy, it's not easy. You got to work with the universe. You got to, find a way to move forward and believe that what you desire is coming in for you. Let's see Judgment. Judgment is about a second chance, stepping into a second chance. Pleasure, I love it. So a second chance that brings in wonderful, glorious pleasure. That is amazing. You have a second chance to step into your dreams. Do not let whatever this ending is, or the sadness or the fear, don't let it stop you from seizing what's meant for you. The Death card, please. Sovereignty. Okay. So there's an ending, but you are sovereign in your realm. Every ending leads to a beginning. You are beginning something new. You have the choice. You are the sovereign one in your realm. Are you going to be stuck in this Five of Cups energy where you're just sad about what you feel like you lost? Are you going to just stay and ruminate in that broken heart energy of the Three of Swords? Are you going to stick with your fear and just like, be afraid and just let that perpetually move forward? Or are you going to start believing in your dreams, focusing on how amazing it's going to be to have this second chance to step into whatever it is that's meant for you? Remember that you are sovereign. Every ending starts a beginning. Now, Transparent Tarot, which was a no to whatever question you asked, regardless of if it relates to the cards or not, you get protection. The answer to your question here is no. And it is most likely because the universe is protecting you. All right, that is all I have for reading number 4. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye. Hello to all you beautiful souls that selected reading number 5 with the topaz. The properties of topaz are conviction, drive, and purpose. Those things may have some bearing on your question, or they may just resonate with you in general. Now, let's take a look at your yes or no answer. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please answer clearly through the Transparent Tarot, yes or no, to the questions of group number 5. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so I'm going to shuffle until the deck feels ready. Then I will cut and we'll deal straight from the top, taking 3 to 6 cards. That will get us our yes or no answer. All right, that's good. We'll get this to hold the cards. All right, we start with justice. Justice talks about balance and fairness, focusing on having a balanced work-life ratio, focusing on having general balance in all the different aspects of your life. Next, we have the magician. The magician talks about manifesting, using all of your talents and skills to draw what you desire into your realm using your mind. Next, we have the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords talks about a stalemate, some situation where you can't see your way through it. It's very balanced here in your reading. That's interesting at this point. And also you've got the manifestations. The swords are right under them, but they're not piercing the dragons. It's almost like it is a perceived stalemate that is not actually there. Next, we have the King of Swords. The King of Swords can represent challenges that you have to strategize your way through, where you really have to, figure out how you're going to move forward, how you're going to proceed, and take really strategic steps in your action plan. Next, we have the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles talks about abundance, significant abundance coming in. And then topping everything off, we have the King of Cups. Look how it lays right on top of the King of Swords like that. The King of Cups talks about love, true, genuine love. I feel like love and the compassion energy is going to be a significant soother for whatever challenge it is that you're facing. All right, now looking at this as a yes or no, I know we've got some stalemate energy in there, and we've got a challenge for sure. But we also have manifestations and balance and abundance and love that kind of temper all anything negative and really resonate with a higher positive energy. So the answer to your question appears to be yes. Now let's take a look at your situations. Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, please show us the situations of group number 5. Thank you, thank you. Page of Wands, that talks about reconnecting to your passions. Temperance, that talks about balance, having a healthy balance of passion and emotion. 3 of Coins, that talks about being appreciated for your work. This is normally what you do for a living, and the appreciation can look like a raise or a promotion or more customers. And the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups talks about having fun and socializing, spending time in social situations, connecting with people that you enjoy spending your time with. All right, let's get Oracle for everything. Your situations look pretty good. Now, let's see. We've got Angel Oracle first. Harmony. Yes, harmony, balance, harmonizing. Very important for your life. You've got to find your way into that real healthy balance. Now, let's see the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is about reconnecting to your passions, whether they're creative passions, romantic passions. It's a reconnection. It's got a very creative energy, very passionate energy. It's time to release negativity. Interesting. Are you trying to reconnect to things that are not meant for you? Are you letting passion guide you when it needs to be tempered by emotion as well? These are questions you got to ask yourself. I'm not saying that you necessarily are, but I'm saying some of you need to ask those questions. Now, Temperance out of Queen of the Moon for the balance. Fear. Interesting. Okay. So, is it, I feel like, okay, you guys are, there's somebody's dealing with something here. There is a reconnection that is not in your best interest because it's negative. Maybe a toxic connection that you just keep going back to. And you're being told to balance that passion and emotion, but there's a fear around it. You can do this. You know, you can do it. You don't have to keep going back into the same bad situation. You can go into a beautiful new situation full of love and abundance and wonderful things. This fear card, I love this one. This is probably my favorite card that represents fear. And the reason is look at her, like inside she is huddled down, she's scared. But she's also a goddess. She is just amazing. Like her dress is made of like, silk and feathers and like smoke, and she's wearing it like a queen, and she's controlling everything in the card that there is that you could be afraid of, for everything that you could be afraid of. And she even has the cage on a leash to put all the birds in. So she's in charge. Even though she's afraid, even though she feels the fear, she's in charge. Release the negativity. Don't keep reconnecting to something that's not good for you. Release the negativity, overcome the fear, let yourself find balance. Let yourself find love, not just passion, okay? And that's not for all of you, but for somebody or some of you, I don't know. But yeah, you got this. You can do this. I believe in you. You should believe in you. Now, Page of Cups, about fun and socializing. Wisdom, interesting. So choosing the people to socialize wisely, that's beautiful. You definitely need to find your tribe and resonate with your tribe. And your tribe is very rarely the people that you start out with. It's the people that resonate with your energy as you grow. Wisdom is knowledge through experience. You have the experience to find your tribe of people that are going to resonate with your energy. Now, 3 of Coins, this appreciation for your, manifestation, I like it. All right, so manifesting appreciation in your work realm. You got that manifestation going on there too. There are good things in the material realm coming in for you guys. This is very positive for the material side of things. Are there emotional things you got to deal with? For sure, but the material side of things looks good. Now, the answer to your question was yes. And home may have something to do with it. All right, that is all I have for reading number 5. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. If you enjoyed your reading, please make sure you click that subscribe button. Until next time, love, light, courage, and strength to each and every one of you. Bye-bye.